Yay, things are working. Yay. Oh my goodness, we got it all working. It's not all burned down to the ground. Hi everyone. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hi, it's me. It's me. I'm here. A month older. Still alive. And definitely not dying of internal infections and bleeding. Not dying any more of that anyways. But we'll get off really quickly. Sunny, thank you for being first. I love you, my honey. E2, thank you very much for checking in second. And Witty, congratulations on being on third on the unannounced surprise stream. Thank you for lurking. And hi, Barley. And hi, Super Dead. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, Annie. And thank you, everyone, for the resubscriptions. Thank you, Super Dead. Barley, Sunny. Thank you so much. And thank you, Barley, for gifting a sub to Toff. Thank you so very much. Yeah, and hi Yuna. Hi Yuna. Hello, hello. How are you doing? The Drift Queen herself. But yeah, Scuff nowhere to be seen. There can't be Scuff because I'm running this like super lightweight right now, just as I really still try to get set up. So yeah, we're back. We back. Well, we back in a couple more ways than one. Namely, hey, I moved. It's gonna sound different probably. I hope. Doesn't sound too different, but it may sound a little bit different because I'm in a large room now. But moving was really good. I just hope that everything still sounds okay. But yeah, no, I got a new desk. I have new stuff. I'm in a house now, no longer an apartment. It is with other people. But we have a system and we're testing it out. Where I have a going live sign outside my room, and I turn it on whenever I stream it. And so if you hear anything, which you shouldn't, because we already talked about it, but if you hear anything, let me know. Just so that we get that out of the way. But yeah, no, so, and hi Tony. Yeah, no, we're back in a limited fashion, but it will become less limited as time goes on. Because I have a new desk and a new setup, and so much new. So much new, but yeah, that's what it's been a lot of moving, and then traveling. I was able to spend 10 wonderful days with my honey, Sunny. We had an absolutely amazing time until the end, where I got sick with E. coli and Clostridium, which meant that I was losing about a liter of blood and body fluid every hour and a half-ish. I don't know how much is in a human body. How many liters of fluid are in the human body. 35 to 42. For the average human. So I was losing about one of those every hour and a half, which is very abnormal. And yeah, no, it wasn't a good time. It wasn't a good time at all. I had to go to the ER on Sunny's suggestion. And I was hospitalized for 36 hours. And so that's where the hospital images came from. And it was a hospital in Georgia, the country, where I don't speak the language. Sunny can at least back me up with knowing Russian, but not everything's in Russian. So, why would I go for myself? You know, I thought I was going to beat it. When I got to the ER, getting the first IV bag made me realize that I was like beyond extremely dehydrated. So that would have been bad if I had stayed and been more stubborn. I would probably need the ER because I would be unconscious. Also, hi Tails. And Iceland. But yeah. No, so yeah, I lived. I lived and I'm getting better. It is a slow process. But I lived. And I'm here. And I still got to spend time with Sunny, and it was amazing. But yeah, no, so that's what, right now we're in a recovery phase, so we'll see how long I can stream. It's just going to be streaming and yapping. I don't know how much I'll be able to yap. And we're just going to be playing, it's not Vampire Survivors, but it's Vampire Crawlers. It's made by the people who did Vampire Survivors. But, yeah, no, so I'm just gonna be playing this in the background and yapping. I haven't played it before, so it's been something I've been wanting to play though, because it came out around my birthday, and I haven't been streamed since April 17th, I think, if I remember correctly. So it's been a little over a month, but we're back. We should be back. But yeah, that's what it'll be sort of a Q&A if you guys have any questions about how things have been or different things that you're interested in. I'm just gonna go through what's been happening the past like month and 10 days. Oh, so really, okay, we're gonna have to. I thought it was okay. Hi, hero. But yeah, so that's what, the entire, like true, just, kind of radio silence was because I moved. So I went from, and hi, hero. I didn't always say that. So I had done a pretty large scale move. I moved my entire apartment from the entire apartment to a house, and so a lot of house moving. So had to be able to get a fridge, move everything over. Hi, Cinder, and thank you for the subscription. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for continuing it. Thank you everyone for continuing it while I was gone. Like, that meant so much to me. Just like the continued support is wild. Because I definitely did not feel like I was doing well. I was just like, I felt like I needed to do something, but it was still a lot to just juggle everything, honestly. And so moving is probably the one place to start. But yeah, moved into a house. House is nice. There's 2 stories. I do share it. So it is interesting going, like the last time that I shared a place was back in university. And so it's getting used to just that whole dynamic again. But honestly, it is one of those things where it's nice to be in a place and being able to be like, oh hey, there's other people around and they can do stuff. But that's why it's a lot bigger space. And so with it being a lot bigger space, the entire house makes it so that I can do a lot more content. So, but it will just take a while to get everything set up, like a couple months. So like I've been wanting to do cooking streams and possibly trying to do model painting streams, like figure painting. So hi Sona. But yeah, no, so yeah, cooking, trying to do some model painting. If you guys know Cake Jump Cat, Cake, she and I met at WeebCon back in April, and she does a ton of mixed in-person and VTuber content, and so I've been really getting inspired by her, and she's been really kind about everything. So right now, using that as inspiration to try to do some cooking. Probably won't do cooking in the Dewey outfit because the Dewey outfit's expensive and I don't want to get it dirty. But oh, bye Soda. But yeah, that's why it will be looking at trying to do model painting and cooking streams. So those will take a long time, multiple months to be able to get things. First I need to get the kitchen set up in the first place to cook, and then I need to do the actual camera and microphone and like laptop, everything set up. So probably won't be soon. Do it without the outfit. Evolution. It'll still be me. It'll still be me. It'll just be. It'll just be more expensive me. But oh, this is just a square. Oh my god. But no, so that's why the space really opens up a lot to be able to just do stuff, be able to do stuff. And so it makes me so very excited
to your aid
that like I can be able to just create do new stuff, do fun stuff. And it's just making me, it's making the creative juices flow, you know? It's making it so that I'm going like, oh, I can do this and this and this. And so it's been influencing me with being able to not only do stuff at the house, but also be able to do stuff in regards to like ASMR. Be able to make it so that yeah, ASMR streams will be coming back, and they'll be a little bit different. Not different in the sense of like what you would expect out of them, but having some different triggers, doing some different things, having different vibes. That it'll just take a little bit. Again, everything will just be, hey, it will be a little bit so that I can get it all set up. I would expect ASMR streams to come back much sooner than me doing anything else. As in, like, I think I'll have everything set up for it by next week. I think. Hopefully. So found out that gives a lot of money. So that's why I'm looking forward to being able to do ASMR, get back to that, be able to do games, games, streams, mini streams, or mini painting streams, and so it's just like so much to be excited for, and just to be happy and excited. And just thankful that things are doing well. We need Warhammer minis for me. I have a whole box of Skaven that I need to paint. So I don't think I'll need Warhammer minis for a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna cook, literally cooking. But yeah, so everything's been moved over, and so that was a whole ordeal trying to get everything moved over. It's so expensive to move. Like, even though I was moving most everything, I still had to get furniture moved. Got a hammer. Gems cards. But it's twice as hard. Oh, fancy. But yeah, no, it's just expensive to move. I was able to get it so that I could move almost everything else over by myself, but I had the furniture moved by a moving company, and it was just like, oh goodness. Expensive. And everything's heavy, and you realize that you have a lot of... You just have a lot. You have it all packed, like everything is packed really well in your living space. And you just find out that you have a lot more than you think. And that was me. And so everything was like, it just, every ounce of me was focused on going to work, going home, and then moving. And that was my schedule for about 3 weeks. Unironically, that's all I did. Longer than 3 weeks, honestly. It was closer to 4 weeks of just doing that consistently. And so, it definitely was, interesting, because it was a lot more difficult than other moves that I've done in the past. Question is, how much stuff did you find you didn't even know you anymore, you? No, I need pretty much everything that I own. It's just, you can't move a lot in a car, it turns out. Like, you can pack it pretty well, but it's hard to pack and then, like, go about everything, move, pack it, move, unload, and, like, still be okay for the rest of the evening, because that takes, like, to do it all, it took, like, probably an hour and a half to even just do a single carload. Also, sorry, I need to cough. See, I'm not used to streaming. Talk so much that I'm already coughing. But yeah, that's right. You just realized that you have a lot of stuff, and so I just kept on working on being able to try to get everything out and over. Oh, thank you, honey. And so it was that, and so I had finished moving everything over like the second week of May, and at that point I was just like, I'm just going to take a little bit more time and I'm going to focus, because I'm going to be going to an amazing vacation with my wonderful and amazing and lovely girlfriend. And yeah, the vacation was really, really good though. When we were going over, it was one of the things where I was trying to have everything lined up for like us to get there. Not at exactly the same time. Sunny would still be around for a few hours. But I was making it so that we could stay close to the hotel the first night. And she would be able to go and rest because she traveled a long time. I'm sure she'll talk about it a lot on her stream. But she traveled for a very, 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 like, completely insane amount of time just to be able to see me, which I love so very much and appreciate her so greatly for. But yeah, she had a very bad experience trying to even get over. And so I had everything set up, and I was like, oh, you know, it'll be good. We'll have everything set up for her to be able to go and rest at the hotel. She got severely delayed with everything that was going on with it, and so she got to the airport like a couple hours before me at that point. And so she just waited at the airport for me. And so we had an amazing trip. So to Tbilisi, Georgia. Georgia is a country that is northeast of Turkey. So kind of, you know, what did he do? You know. Thank you. Oh, using one of the meme templates. That makes me so happy. Okay, let's check that I try not to. Oh, it would be underneath. That very true. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. But no, so yeah, but we both got into Georgia, thankfully. We went and rested for the first night. And then we had it where it was I built the schedule, and so I tried to have it where there were free days like at the beginning to allow for us to like acclimate. So it was like when we got there, and then the first day we're just completely free, just go walk around, have fun. We ended up getting dinner, and for the first dinner on the second day, because the first night we just like passed out in our in the bed, but the first dinner we had kinkali and kachapuri, which are two famous Georgian dishes.
Stronger.
And we did pass out, Yuna,
Yes.
after a lot of hugging.
Whip it.
And so we had kinkali and kachapuri, which are traditional Georgian dishes. They are kinkalis are like a dumpling that has meat generally inside. It can also have mushrooms or potatoes or cheese, and you flip it upside down. And so it looks like a it's like a flour dumpling. Rises up, but if you flip it over, it holds its shape, kind of. You bite a hole in it and you suck out the juice, which is generally like a soup. And then you eat around and you eat the inside, and you're not supposed to eat the tip of it, like the flour stem. But I ended up eating it most of the time because it was just pasta. And I was like, honestly, pasta just tastes good. So you're not supposed to do it, but yeah. So we had that, and then kachapuri, which is a like a cheese bread boat. I don't know how else to explain it, because it was
My
just
strength is your strength.
a cheese bread boat with an egg in it. You're very much right. Very much right, Sonny. And so it's honestly really good. I felt like it was really one note. I really, really liked kinkali because like each one had a good flavor with it. And so that's just personal, but yeah. Yeah, kachapuri is just cheese bread. It's just, you dip, so you tear apart the boat and you dip it in the cheese in the middle. And it's so much cheese. An absolutely inordinate amount of cheese. And that it was good though. It was very good. But we had that the first night. Never too much cheese. Got a lot of cheese lovers here. But no, so it was a ton of cheese, and you just dip the boat into it. You tear off pieces and you dip into it. All tasted really, really good. And so we had that the first night, and it was really, really cool just to be able to have that be like the first night experience in Georgia. And so we went and did that. So the second day, you know, technically technically the third if you count us getting in, but the second actual day, we went on a tour around Tbilisi, and it was a good tour. Went around walking to a couple of the places. There's a statue of the founder of Tbilisi, and so we started there, went around to a couple other places. It was a walking tour, if I remember correctly. And so we went there, we went to go see the Mother of Georgia, which is a giant statue overlooking the city of Tbilisi. Went there, went to the Bridge of Peace, had a lot of fun just being able to walk around. We went by the Patriarch. Oh yeah, and there was a cable car that we went up next to each other, but we went by the Patriarch's won't have a good word for it, but just like housing. There's also a famous clock tower that looks like something out of like a Ghibli film.
My strength is your
That we went by. It was very, very cool just to be able to go by all of that. And then in the evening, we went and we made our own khinkali and khachapuri. We had a different khachapuri. Instead of a bow, it was a round one where it's filled with cheese, and then you put cheese on top. It's sort of like a cheese-filled... It's like a cheese-filled breadstick, except in a pizza-like form. And so that was really good. And then that was really it that we had done that day. But it was really cool to be able to just cook with Sunny. She was really cute. He was able to do a lot of the cooking and just preparing stuff, which was nice because I was kneading dough for like 18 minutes, and I made a perfect bread out of it. But I was kneading a lot of the time, so it was just like it's always good to have someone where they can just help you out. And she did an amazing job. But our second day, I was so happy to see and try your cooking. Thank you, honey. I hope the cooking was good. But yeah, so my brother said he brought the secret khinkali to you. Oh, yeah, brought khinkali here because I want to make more khinkali. I very much enjoy khinkali the entire time. And so, with that, the next day we went on a tour around like central and southern Georgia. And so it started early in the morning, and that sucked. But we went to Borjomi. I went and used the toilet where there's no toilet bowl, the squatting toilet. Those suck. I don't know how to use it. But that was my first experience, was just like, no toilet bowl. Have fun. Good luck. But the area around Borjomi was beautiful. It reminded me so much of New England. It was honestly just almost as beautiful as as Sunny is. yeah, that's why it is something where it is just beautiful. It's beautiful. But we went to the springs. We tried the spring water. It was very good, and went up another cable car. Just very, very beautiful up there. We walked around some of the places up the mountain. We didn't have too much time to be able to, like, there's a monastery up there I wanted to go see, but we just didn't have the time to. So, unfortunate, but you know, but sometimes on tours you just run out of time. But we went from there to, there is a cave formation, or they are man-made caves in the south of Georgia, and go there next time. Yeah, I very much want to. But the caves were man-made back in a long, long time ago, and they were made by the famous Queen of Georgia. Would not be able to pronounce her name, so my apologies there. But the thing about the caves is that they used to be all obscured, you know, just in the mountain, but it has been destroyed, and you just see the, like, effects of erosion on the place, and so it's like erosion is just wearing away at these caves. And so had a lot of fun there. I was able to get why can't I remember what they are called?
Welcome.
I'm blanking so hard. A reliquary? Not a reliquary. Rosary. I was able to get a rosary. Thank you, honey. I was able to get a rosary, and by me, I mean I got it from my wonderful girlfriend.
To your aid. Yes.
Who got me a rosary, which was very, very cool, because I was talking about
Whip it.
getting one. Are you Catholic, dude? That's a little bit of a personal question I would not be answering on stream.
I say.
And so she got me that. It was really awesome. Just to be in a really ancient place and get a rosary from the monastery there, which just overall was the coolest thing. And so that'll be very much in my collection of just, like, important things. But there we had, like, some food at a restaurant that was nearby, and I had tarragon soda. Okay, tarragon soda. Okay, two things: pear soda and tarragon soda. Tarragon soda, it satisfies me a lot because it's a little bit like licorice mixed with mint. Has a very unique flavor. I absolutely love it. And it's just very refreshing, and especially having a soda. Pear soda is just sweet, and it tastes like pear. I don't know what else you would want. I don't know why we don't have it. Because it's just good. It's just good. Nothing else. I have no other notes. But
Magic is not to be feared.
but no, so had pear soda, had tarragon soda. What about cream soda? I don't like cream soda. It's a little too sweet for me. But the oh no. Oh no.
To your aid.
But no, I absolutely loved the tarragon soda though, honey. I decided to say it when I'm not around to fight. Maybe. I have no comment. I plead the fifth. I'm neither innocent nor guilty. Yeah, Sunny really likes cream soda. But yeah, Sunny had like a soup, meat soup, and so we had that, and we had like a cornbread. It tasted exactly like cornbread. Just oh. But yeah, it was just a cornbread. Nothing else about it. But yeah, no, tarragon soda, absolutely my favorite. I don't know why we don't have that here. Ah, cats. Hi cats, how are you doing? Yes, I still have this. Aw, thank you so much for being around, cats. I hope you're doing well. I guess, do we keep those? Or do we use something like that?
Perfection.
Yeah, but I hope you're doing well, cats. But, doing alright? Well, alright is good. So we went from there to Rabati Castle, which was a castle that was Muslim and then Christian, I believe. So you can see details of both architecture styles there. Then we had it where the next day it was another tour, but this one was just a couple hours just going around. So we went to go see the famous monastery where there is the fabled cross, and there's a lot of proper nouns that I'm missing, but there was a saint that ended up going to Georgia after there were some massacres that happened when she was in like Cappadocia, which is Western Turkey. And so she fled to Tiny, how are you doing? But she went to Georgia. She was pretty much persecuted in Georgia. And
I say.
Then during one of the times she didn't have her cross, and so she made a cross out of some like grape twigs and her hair. And so it's a famous part where of just the lore of Georgia is the saint making a cross out of her own hair. And she was really famous because she had originally been persecuted by the king. She asked for help and then was persecuted. And so that happened, but then the king's wife, the queen, got sick, and the saint had healed the queen. But the king still said no. Just no. And basically forced her out. And so that she was forced out, but she still kept on going around, being able to talk to people and help people out. And so she was definitely popular around, and people were converting over, but the king kept on killing the people that were converting. Until there was one day where the king was out hunting people, because this is the thing that the king apparently did, was he would hunt people for sport, as one does.
Yes.
And so he was out hunting, and the king was in a forest, and everything apparently got dark around him. I was told this story twice. Two very different things were said. One of them much more credible than the other, where the first one, or I'll talk about the second one, and then the one that sounds more probable. So the second time that I heard it, the story, was that the king was blinded. Well, he just came onset of blindness, and he started praying to all the different gods that he knew, and none of them worked. And then eventually he prayed to the saint's god, and his eyesight returned. Now I heard it from another person where there was a solar eclipse, and he started praying to everything, and then he eventually got down the list and was able to pray to the Christian god then. And then the solar eclipse ended. It makes a lot more sense than he just got blinded and then his blindness recovered. But, you know, it's however it is for what people believe, but solar eclipse is a lot more likely. So yeah, it was interesting being able to go to the monastery where they have the cross as a reliquary. Magical blindness debuff. You're so right. You're so right, honey. I'm so sorry. You're right.
Perfection.
But yeah, no. So went there. It was so extremely windy. Oh my goodness. Like, it was windy enough to where it was hard to walk, or if you were standing improperly, you would be blown over. So that was very funny. Because Sunny and I would just be like trying to walk, and then it's just like breeze of wind and just knocked over. This fight's hurting a lot.
Yes.
Yes, it is hurting. Thank you, boys. But yeah, so that's what we went from there. And then we went to go see the Chronicles of Georgia. Or no, wait. We went to go see another cathedral. And so we were able to go inside it. It was really cool because it has the graves of some of the heroes of Georgia inside it. And so that was really cool to be able to go around. And
I helped.
it was very interesting because depending on who you talk to, there are very differing opinions on people who are Russian, to say the least. And so it's one of the places where some people go like, this is where this king betrayed us by tying us to Russia. It was interesting to be able to see that dynamic there, especially considering that my girlfriend is Russian. And, you know, just being right next to her and being like, this is... It was interesting, to say the least, and I don't want to say anything that's too... because not everyone thinks that way, obviously. It was just interesting seeing that firsthand. Yeah, it was just like, eyes wide open, just like, what? Like, like, overall, the Russian Empire and then the Soviet Union did some terrible, absolutely horrific things to Georgians. But it was a very targeted language. It was like, instead of saying like the Russian Empire or Soviet Union, it was Russians did this, and it was very focused on that.
It is done.
But overall, like, it was a good experience to just be able to be around. To be frank, my country did fuck up bad at some point. I mean, that's also definitely a factor there. It's one of those where you generally shouldn't be blaming the people, because in most cases, I will say in most cases, there are some exceptions that I can think of directly right now, where it's... What am I doing? Where... But there are some cases where I think of the people going along for the most part, but it was still interesting seeing firsthand someone doing a very generalization with like a Russian right there in front of them. And I was just like, this is not the best, but I was just there with Sunny, just being able to make sure she's fine. And then the next place we went to was the Chronicles of Georgia. Now, these were built in the 70s. Just like trying to detail out like the founding of Georgia and important figures around. They're really, really cool to be able to go see. It was still incredibly windy, so I have some great videos of us getting knocked over by the wind. So that's really funny. Just to have those. Just a little silly. But we went there, got to go see that, and that was really awesome. That was definitely on my list of things to see. And so we went there, and then we went and had McDonald's, where I had it was like a coffee ice cream, or not coffee ice cream, it was coffee with ice cream in it. And I had a curry burger.
Yes.
Honestly, tasted fantastic. loved it. And more things where I go like, why don't we have that here?
I helped.
Why do we just have boring burgers? Very much liked the curry burger. And then Sunny got a spicy chicken wrap. If I remember correctly. And so went there. And then we played some board games at night. And so then the next day was a rest day. So it was just going around. We went and had a nice dinner. Sunny tried to kill me with nuts in her pastry. Oh, ad. Oh, ads. I'm sorry. Yep, ads going on right now. But, no, so that's how she tried to kill me. With some, just fantastic pastry. She tried to kill me multiple times on this trip with nuts. But, yeah, and then so the next day it was another rest day, so we were just walking around. Just walked around, had fun, and then we went to a combination, and you're gonna hear me right here, a combination Wendy's, Subway, Dunkin'. So yeah, it's combination Wendy's, Subway, Dunkin'. And it was interesting. Had a Wendy's pizza, which tasted, the dough on the Wendy's pizza is better than Domino's dough, hands down.
Turn on my magic.
No notes. It was shocking how good the Wendy's pizza was, and it makes me upset again because it was just, it shouldn't be that good. It shouldn't be that good. It can't be that good. But it was. It was. And so that was driving me insane. But from there we went and saw a play. It was really nice. And then that evening I was feeling intense cramps. Absolutely like gut-wrenching cramps. And it just really wasn't feeling good. And I noticed that there was blood when I went to the bathroom. And it was just like, oh, that's not normal. Well, hopefully that will clear up. And so I was just racked with these cramps that would not go away. And then also I was using the restroom like
Okay, I helped.
a couple times an hour, like 2 to 3 times an hour. And it was just like, oh, this doesn't feel like it's good. But I just sort of hoped that it would get better. So I was just like, well, I just waited the next day to cancel the plans that we had for the day. I felt really bad. But I was just in bed the entire day, just cramping. I couldn't eat anything. And I couldn't really drink anything either. So I was just like trying my best. Sunny was taking such good care of me. and just being able to be there was like a majority of what I needed. But from there, the next day was just like, again, a little bit of a wash, because I just couldn't. I just was like, my head was hurting, likely due to dehydration. My body was hurting, and I was losing so much fluid.
Perfection.
But it hit a point where, as I said at the beginning, like we had basically let it go for 24 hours, and I was still bleeding. And it was just like, I don't feel right.
It is done.
And Sunny was just like, well, you want to go to the hospital? I really saw you getting slower and slower. Yeah, I was losing weight rapidly. And so, yeah, that's what she was like, I think you should go to the hospital. I was like, I think I should too. So we went to the ER, and they got me.
Our power grows.
Actually, that morning, when we had noticed blood, but I still was like mentally there for a little bit. We went into a testing area. Submitted stuff for tests because I was like, I don't know what it is, but it's not right to see blood. And so went to that, and then yeah, that's what I was just like, the entire day I was out, and then it was the evening, it was just like, okay, I need to.
Powering up.
So Funny was just like, I think you should go to the hospital. I was like, I think I should go to the hospital. And so went to the hospital, and they did scans. Apparently, according to the guy who did my like supersonic scan, I forget what it's called, but it's the guy who did the scan actually said the weirdest thing as a compliment, where he's like, you have an incredible gallbladder. But I was just like, that's,
Your aid.
I don't think anyone's ever said that to me. Interesting. Sunny, why don't you say that I have an amazing gallbladder?
Smart.
Weird flex, but okay. Yeah, no, that's what I was just like, okay. Never had anyone tell me that before, but it's better than having a bad one. Gallbladder, G-A-L-L. It's a thing attached to your intestines that stores some
Yes.
bacteria and other things that are very helpful for digestion. People sometimes get that removed because it gets infected and then will rupture.
I say. It is done.
And so that's why I was just like, all your organs look okay, your gallbladder looks amazing, and I'm just like, okay. It's weird. Bile, that's it. That's what I was trying to think of. But yeah, no, I was just like, oh, well, that's... No, in the moment, I said, well, I mean, that's better than having a bad one, right? Just trying to keep some humor. And so... what is this? I press a card to get a permanent stat boost. Nice. And so... yeah, it was like better than having a bad one. And I was just in the ER. They had suggested, they're like, how long can you stay? And I was like, have a flight on Monday. And I need to make that flight. I'm exploring. I was just like, I need to make that flight so that I can go back to the US. It would be great to stay here, but I just can't afford it. And so that's what they wanted to try to keep me for. They were looking for 3 days. And it's just like I just can't do that. I'm sorry. And so with that, it was just like, okay, well, we'll just see how long you can stay. Oh, I exploded. And so it was just like, I don't know. I don't know if I should stay. I might go through that's just us Turkey transfer island. Quite a few. Oh, goodness gracious. I hope that it's okay. I hope that you got through it well, me. But no, so with that, it was just like, well, I guess I'll stay for a day, because I can stay for a day. I don't. And Sunny will be able to visit, right? And they're like, yeah, they can. She can visit whenever. And I was like, okay, great. Let's do 1 day, 24 hours. And so I go up, and I'm put into the room. I'm still having absolutely terrible, like I'm going to pass out cramps. And so that wasn't fun. But with that, I given another IV bag and just slept. And the next day I was given a lot of shots, given more IV bags. And then it was like, okay, well, when so Sunny had like come over so that she would be able to come visit and drop off a couple things. And when she came, turns out their visiting hours are 4 to 5 p.m. That's it. That's visiting hour. So that sucked. That sucked a lot. Only 1 hour. That sucked. That's all I can say. But yeah, it wasn't the best there. It was a visiting hour, but with it, was able to then see her later in the day and just be around. They were treating me, giving me medicine, and giving me IV bags. The fun thing is that I had E. coli and Clostridium, which are both heavily resistant to antibiotics. So if you take any antibiotics, you're more likely to kill the things around them that would make it so that they have more, like, just real estate to get stronger, then that would actually hurt them. And so it's really just a, hey, you just gotta fight it on your own and keep loads of probiotics. And so I was getting probiotics like every 3 hours, either by shot or by putting a mixture in my mouth. And so that was interesting. Not a good experience, just overall. No, I'm exploring. Thank you for the watch streak. It may be a little bit delayed in getting your 4th versus your 5th, but we're here. But yeah, eventually I started getting better, and
Okay, I
started feeling a lot better, and got to the point where there was no longer blood when I went to the bathroom, which was really good. And so with that, then I was able to be discharged. It was more like 36 hours. And so that's what the one thing that I really hate is that I had set up so that
perfection.
Sunny and I would go see a Ghibli concert at the National Art Gallery, and I had been planning this since the beginning of it because I saw it once. I saw it once, and I was just like, I can't find it again. Ever since I started planning for the trip,
Yes.
and so it was just like I found it again and was able to go like, oh perfect, we can go. And then I get all of this, and so I'm really thankful because Sunny was able to go experience it, and I hope that she had a good time and really liked it. That's all I can hope. But she did. But yeah, no, it was definitely sad that I just couldn't.
Done.
I just couldn't. Just simply cannot. And just go to that, and so it was sad, but at the very least, I was able to go get a little bit better, get better enough to where I could go take the plane back, and so still gotta send you all the videos. No, all good, honey.
Made you look smart.
But no, so there is still I still need to recover a decent amount, but overall I'm feeling a lot better. A lot better than I was like even 36 hours ago. Or I guess 48 hours ago. And so
Okay, I helped.
that's really good. It's just always good. You all make sure that you're taking good care of your health, because when you're when it's taken when your health is taken from you, it sucks. And like you just can't do anything about it.
Your aid.
You're just out of luck. And thank goodness that battle is finally over. That lasted for so long. And yeah, so that's what. Be sure that you're taking good care of yourself, taking vitamins, taking probiotics, prebiotics, all the biotics.
Perfection. Powering up.
Because you just don't know when it will be decided. What's happening is being decided for you. I handle my health like either I take it or it's natural selection. Oh, I was doing that too, and I was losing.
I helped.
I was losing. I wasn't winning that fight. Natural selection was getting me. And, well, I lose here. Right. Oh, I just took that world is. But yeah, so that's it was a interesting trip. I'm sad that I couldn't be able to spend more time with Sunny. I love her very much. less. It's just how it do be. But now we're back, and yeah, that's really it. That's really it. I just wanted to give an update of like how the past month has been, and so yeah, we'll be back to streaming. It will probably be PNG and games for a couple of streams. There still won't be really a schedule until I get things a little bit figured out. But it's like I wanted to stream yesterday, but I've been extremely tired just trying to recover. So I've been sleeping a lot. But today I felt pretty okay, and so I was like, well, I got enough set up, so let's stream. Let's get back into it. I need to get my first toe dipped in, so that I can be able to just keep on streaming in the future. Deal with gallbladder, gallstone stuff. The easiest way I found to deal with this is avoiding certain types of food and be sure to eat others. Ah, yes, very much so. But yeah, still take care and rest, darling. Thank you, hon. But no, thank you all for being able to just listen. I just yapped most of the time. Hope I was keeping up with chat, but I'll still have a curve of getting back into things. But the next few streams, there will be more streams. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but probably the next day. Where we'll just be playing other games. We'll be getting back to playing Metaphor, and so you'll be seeing that. And I'll just be playing some other games. Doing less yapping, but we will have ASMR soon. I promise you all, we will have ASMR soon. I just need to do a couple of things to get the desk completely ready. And then I can be able to get the rest of ASMR set up. But it requires me to disassemble the desk a little bit. Don't worry, you're trading me and watching yapping streams. Yeah, but she's good at yapping streams. For me, I just get tired. I just get tired. I don't generally talk too much. Speaking of, water is also very important. Make sure that you're hydrated, because if you're too dehydrated, you will die. I think there's a point at any content creators where he yap a bit. I know for a fact. No, completely fair. I enjoy yapping with you too, hero. But yeah, no, make sure, because you can die because of dehydration. I was close. I was close. It was not fun. And I highly suggest even just taking a sip of water when you can, because there may be some time where you get a stomach and intestinal infection, and then you literally can't drink water and keep it down. So yeah, that can happen. It's not the best. But yeah, that's really it. I'm sorry it's a shorter stream, but I got it about an hour and a half. And didn't really have anyone on the YouTube side, but for anyone on YouTube, I do very much appreciate you. I'll be making the YouTube stream about right now. Well, I'll have a good night, YouTube. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, still Twitch chat.